Hi everybody, Soul Supreme back again with another episode of Victoria 2. As we left off last time, we have a crisis currently going on, and we are hopefully going to be alright during this. So I realized we have some units over here along the Asian border, but we don't really need them over here, so I'm going to just pull them, try to get them over here in time. And let's unpause and see how the rest of this episode is gonna go. Alright, so we can do, I guess, Sphere Columbia. And let's get some points in the Columbia so we can't really get de-sphered by anybody, and we can quickly build the Panama Canal if need be. Though, one could argue it would be more useful for Suez right now, but Egypt, they'll be fighting over Egypt constantly, and we can easily just take Egypt during any major conflict. So, it seems as though this crisis is going to happen. So, actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do something a bit more sensible. I'm going to hold off on the clergy making right now, even though we're almost to the cap, and instead I want to promote soldiers in my top 3 most populous provinces, because I have a feeling we're going to be taking some heavy casualties soon. And let's see if I can get some of these units down here. Try to shift these around a little bit. What I'm trying to do is, if I uploaded the video in time, you will see a little bit of a tactical battle plan I've had and an overall grand strategy plan I've had for this upcoming conflict. And it'll go into detail of some of the moves I'm making and why, I'm about to be planning out this war such as this. So let me get this unit up here. Oh boy, you guys are gonna be not until January. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All the railroads only just began here. They haven't really made any this far into Russia yet. Alright. There. See, as one of my predictions, which is that the war will not fire off because France would, I guess it just assumed, like I said, too much on one side. So, sorry Belgium, you're just not going to exist right now. But that's okay. Fortunately, I did really kind of wanted this war to happen a little bit, just so I could take West Profen and have Danzig. But it's fine nonetheless. There'll be coming more wars, and the inevitable war between Germany and Austria here. Yeah, they hate each other. It will happen, and that'll just mean more territory for the picking, because they'll be too busy fighting each other instead of fighting, dealing with me as a united front. So, with that really out of the way, let me go back here, check out some clergy. Here we go. Let's get some, here they are. Here we go, clergy from Moscow, and you from Kursk. Let's keep Kiev as soldiers for right now, and let's get this to just 2%, almost there. So, wow, that that truly would have been a massive war and a massive undertaking if it had fired, but luckily it didn't, and we can focus on improving Russia right now instead of having to worry about some overwhelming force that's gonna doom us all. you guys at? All the way over here. Taking the longest route. So let's start helping these capitalists by funding their projects. They'll pay for it. Nonetheless, just get some factories up and running. Come on. Oh, I see. You guys don't have cement or machine parts. That's another thing. We need to research some machine parts. Where is it? Here we go. Shouldn't it be in here? Yeah. We need to get this research out of the way. Get some industrialization so we can have, like, you know, better outputs and open up the market for goods such as eventually like automobiles, planes, and then tanks, you know, stuff that'll help us grow economically and militarily too. So I don't really see any. We could take another province. No, this is Kiva's only province, and since we don't have, I believe, we could establish a protectorate already. I thought we had to research nationalism and imperialism. Might have been wrong about that. Okay, so functionalism is done, and right now I suppose got this done. State and government, that could wait. We have one military tech right now, so let's get mechanical production done so we can get machine parts, and then I might try to maybe get the practical steam engine next, or I might just ignore some of this, like get this for right now, and then maybe inorganic chemistry. But I do know that soon I want to focus on some army techs, get some knocked out, and, you know, not fall too far behind on that. So we're at 15.16% infamy. I was about to say prestige. If we had that much prestige, we're going to be a great power right now. So let's, make them assimilated. Try to keep this going on. So we are generating quite a bit of money right now. And with that all good, let's build some forts along our borders with Austria and the Ottomans. Just in case if there is a conflict that breaks out, they'll have a bit tougher time trying to get to me. And also, let's put some up here with Sweden. That's all northern Finland. Put some right here. And can we get all? I don't think we could get all of southern Finland with this. Nope. Let's just get as many as we can. Right, this unit is nearly done. Are you? You are not all horses, but stockpile some fish. Oh boy, but no. One thing I would like to discuss is that I've been kind of considering working on some new projects for the channel right now. And whoa, why are you guys so lopsided with the cavalry units? That's fine. You need to lose one. Yeah, get rid of the dragoon. You go over here, and then you need to lose one as well. Get you over here. Oh well, let's send you over here. Oh no, you stay right there. But yeah, I was thinking about working on some new projects for the channel, because so far all I have is really just this series going on and random clip show of an abomination of a clip show. But I do want to work on some new stuff, and I'm currently planning on that to go down smoothly. But anyway, let's try to figure out what to do next. I could go after Sweden right now, but that'll bring in the war with the UK, And Sweden doesn't really have like anything I want like too bad. I mean, I would take this, but this is like the capital province, and these areas up here are mostly like empty, except for the iron here, and we have a shit ton of timber. Like 99% of our nation is straight up timber, so we don't need that. So let's kick it up to speed 3, and let's go look over. Oh, Ottomans are liberating Lebanon from Egypt. They're gonna win that definitely. But let's see. Oh, yep. UK is taking up all this territory. California isn't completely occupied. Or did I say UK? I mean US. Sorry. We ain't no damn Brits over here. So surprisingly, they are taking over this territory. I'm guessing they're gonna try to take over a huge chunk of this, just to like get it out of the way in like one war. Probably like take up most of Mexico, and or if not all of like the core territory in 2 wars. Or they might even try to take parts of like Mexico itself, such as Sonora. I'm surprised like haven't really gone south to Mexico City. Just like, you know, take that, and then they'll be able to go ape shit on the rest of the territory if they wanted to. Come on, you guys. Build this damn liquor distillery, all these places. We need vodka. We need chairs for like drinking vodka on with Russians. I'm not gonna do a Russian accent because I know I'm gonna probably piss people off because I'm gonna sound like an actual drunk instead of a Russian. But don't the Russians drunks? No. Get you right here. And you're quite fine. Yep, send a botanical exposition. Hopefully we don't get eaten by cannibals. Alright, so we're over the 2% mark now. And to keep my promise, like, let's switch all of these over to soldiers for just for a little bit, so we could get a bigger pool of units so we can pull and raise, so we don't have to worry about all this. Brazil. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna chicken dick y'all. Decline and just ask for an alliance back. And you know, just to be nice to Brazil and show that I do somewhat care, I am gonna give them war subsidies. Arrives in a few days. Oh God. Let's fight it. We got enough cash and reserves. Here, just to show you that I care, we're gonna send some cash subsidies to Brazil so they can have, like, you know, a bit more funding on their war effort. I guess Paraguay? No, Peru. So Brazil and Chile against Argentina and Peru. Yeah, y'all keep fighting because I'm damn well not gonna send like a unit over there to help for that war that's not really gonna give me anything in return. Alright, general died, but he was just replaced. Oh, he was the general of the small army that just didn't merge. Move you over here, and looks like we do need to train some more infantry. Let's train 8. We can make some African infantry. I believe, yeah, that would be a good idea. Build some African infantry so I don't have to keep sending units down here by boat. And let's build a fort here. And we got forts up here. Oh, yeah. Do we need some right here? Let's do it just so I don't forget. But yeah, just have like a couple units down here just so they can attack. Sokoto is still doing this buggy crap, which I see them do sometimes, where they just send a whole bunch of their units into like this unpopulated like territory and they just take attrition losses. So that's their military for you. when can we trigger the next war? In 4 years. So we got Kokand up here, still right here. Kiva. Let's try to no, fuck you, Morocco. I do want to lower my infamy down just a little bit because I do want to take like some of these Western European territories like West Profan or probably even East Galicia, because they do have like a very high like population area. Like look, East Galicia right here. Dang. This is roughly like, this is like over 500,000 people just in this area alone. We're allied to some of the Italian minor states, such as Modena. But we do have 2 Sicilies, and if 2 Sicilies can get military access, which I somewhat doubt they'll get it through the Papal States, they'll be able to help me. I just want, oh yeah, this should bring up a good point. Like the AI in this game isn't as like as intelligent as the one in Europa Universalis. In Europa Universalis, I would have no worries with this because they would easily access the territory and move out. But in here, there's some issues with that. Okay, so we got mechanical production done. Realism. So, you know what? Yes, I believe this will be a good time to start focusing on some military techs. And I believe this will be a good one. Muzzleloader rifles, and probably military plans next. Strategic mobility, we don't really need that too much right now. We're going to be mostly on the offensive in the upcoming wars. But let's get some of these techs done so we don't fall too far behind. Stockpile on fish. Get that furniture factory building. Come on. I'm not taxing you guys, am I? No. Yeah, it should be earning money. We don't need this high right now. Now, since I turned that down, we're making lots of money. So when's our truce with Austria? We don't have a truce with Germany right now. And it seems as though Germany, they're trying to form Germany right now. They got the minor states down, but they need Alsace-Lorraine. Let me pause the game real quick, check any crisis about to happen. Anything? Oh yeah, in this region, I finally remember it's called the Balkans. I don't know why I was calling them the Baltics or the Caucasus, whatever I was calling them last time. Oh, none of this is going to go down. So what am I going to do next? I am actually going to sit on my thumbs, let my infamy lower just a little bit, and prepare for a war with the North German Federation, take over West Profan, and then probably set up a war with Austria, take over East Galicia. The police must be respected. So FC, we got a lot of points, and let's lower our Colombia rating down, make them happy with us. And we got Bolivia in our sphere. Peru, who would be a good person to sphere next? I see this coal up here, and Argentina. You're fine-ish right now. So let's try to sphere. Yeah, let's try to sphere Peru. Try to get this done. Alright. Contemplating, like, probably after I get, like, maybe Peru and Chile or Argentina or even Ecuador. I'm not going to try it yet. Venezuela's already taken by UK because they already know. Alliance offer from Egypt. I am going to accept this because what I want to do is, I believe, you know what, I could sphere two at the same time right now. We got pretty good relations, so I'm gonna try to sphere Egypt so I could have like quick access to Suez. And speaking of Suez, need machine tools, nitroglycerin, iron steamers. And if I remember, iron steamers, yes, that's in here. You gotta get research steamers first, and then go to iron steamers. That'll unlock in 1860. And nitroglycerin is inorganic chemistry. And machine tools is right here. Alright, so I guess I'll be focusing on those techs next, so I could quickly build Suez and have them under my control, because once the other great powers realize, they realize that they have the techs for it, they're gonna try to battle me for like influence over Egypt and Colombia. And since there'll be so many of them, it's gonna be like a dogpiling match on who gets to do what first. Yes, build all these factories. Alright, what I'm going to do is switch to encourage soldiers from Kiev to encourage capitalists. See if that'll work. Do we have enough? Yes, okay, there is enough literacy here. And we're training capitalists. There's 8 capitalists in Kiev, 10 now. So I'm going to try to build more capitalists, so the capitalists, they'll be greater in number and they'll be able to fund the projects on their own. We already have some factories up and running, but we may have some issues with craftsmen. This all depends on, raising our literacy rate. Over time, as we get more literate, more pop groups will upgrade. Because I believe you need to be somewhat literate to have a craftsman. I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, let's start dividing these units apart. Okay, you guys go over here. Well, you're good. You're good. You're good. Let's see. Give you 2. Just cause. And Hermitage. The art collection of Hermitage, built after the plans of Leo von Klenz, opened in St. Petersburg and made available to the public some of the finest and most precious pieces of art to be found in all of Russia. To the glory of the Tsar. Yes, yes indeed. Put you over here. And I guess to balance it all out, send you over here. Kind of leaving my border with Sweden kind of dry. I don't really see too much of a need to have them over, have an army over there just yet. We're good. We're just along our German border. So I'm hoping our infamy gets down to 10 within the next year, so we could, or the next 2 years, so I could start bullying these other nations. These nations down here, aside from some of the pops around Bukhara, Uzbekia, or just Bukhara, there's not that many populous nations over here. You got Kievan, Uzbeka. This is just empty nonsense. Yeah, this is just, I'm not gonna really work about conquering this area right here. I'm just gonna try to move forward here, in Western Europe, and maybe go after Manchuria, because don't I have a casus belli in Manchuria or Mongolia, or am I thinking of the opposite? Might be. I probably might have to research nationalism and imperialism for something like that to pop up. Let's see, what about the war with the U.S.? How'd that turn out? Yeah, they took a couple chunks. They took Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and the rest of Texas. All they got now is California, Arizona. Yeah, I believe that's it. Yep, just California and Arizona. Good work, US. And speaking of that, let's increase our relations with some of these other great powers right now. Try to get some of these points out of the way. There we go. Military tech is done. What would be better? Artillery attack or military plans? Let's get for the organization. Alright, let's increase relations with Austria for right now. Just give them a little bump in the road. Alright, Peru, increase relations with you. And nothing really interesting. Oh wait, it says something about the Balkans. Balkans quiet. All of these people came together last Sunday to celebrate the great peace in which the Balkan Peninsula presently bathes. Yeah, that's probably going to change fairly soon. Ottomans are declining. Spain is no longer a great power. Alright, and you know, that was my alarm just going off, signifying the end of this episode. So let me wrap a couple things up real quick, and we should be good to go. Yeah, so let's take a quick look around before I end this episode right here. Yes, 1855. So right now there's no wars going on. I don't think, what happened to this one? Did anything change? I can't really tell. Doesn't seem like anything's changed. It probably looked like it ended in a white peace. But anyways, I'm going to end this episode off right here. And hopefully the next episode, I'm hoping more eventful things will happen. This episode was like another quiet, chill episode. Unfortunately, that crisis at the beginning, which would have been a very interesting thing to come down on this episode, didn't fire. And, you know, France just pretty much chickened out at the last minute against going up against the rest of the world with just me. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like and a comment if you would like to see more. This is Solar Supreme, and you've been watching Solar Supreme Gaming, and I hope to see you all again soon. Goodbye, everybody.